Good evening, friends. I'm Siri Sharma back with another video here. So I'm explaining the question here in this video. The question is like this. There's a person on the top of a tower, and what he does is he has a ball in his hand, and then he throws the ball. In the first instant, he throws a ball straight up. Okay, he throws the ball straight up with a velocity v, and it goes to the top, it goes to some height, and then it falls on the ground. Okay, it falls on the ground. So it goes like this, and then it falls on the ground. After, and it took a time of ta, and in the next instant he took another ball, and he just throws the ball downwards like this with the same velocity v. So in the first instant, he has thrown the ball with the velocity v. So instant one, the instant A, he has thrown the ball velocity v upwards. Okay, in the first instant, and the ball has reached the ground in the time of ta. And now in the instant B, it is velocity v downwards. So in the next instant, he has thrown the ball with the velocity v downwards, and it took time tb. And in the third instant, C, he has just dropped the ball. I mean, just dropped the ball. Dropped the ball means the condition is that he dropped at rest. The ball is dropped from rest. So you can say that the initial velocity is 0. And now it took a time tc to reach the ground. And now the question is that find the relation between TA, TB, TC. This is what the question is. So find the relation between TA, TB, TC. So this is the question we have to solve. And now I hope you understood the question, and then please note down the question. You can pause the video and note down the question. And now let's solve the problem. So I'll redraw the tower once again. So here is the tower. The instant one, will analyze the instant one. So I has thrown the ball upwards with the velocity v. So you have, and let us assume, I assume that the height of the tower as h. So I assume the height of the tower as h. And now the displacement function, and what is the final displacement it has done, that is from the top of the tower to bottom of the tower. This is what the final displacement is. Displacement is the one we are measuring. The initial point is this top. It doesn't matter what is the loop it has covered. That means that this is the starting point and this is the ending point. The displacement is minus h because it is downwards. So we use only one equation, s is equal to ut plus half a square is the equation we are going to use. And a is minus g because the acceleration is due to gravity is vertically downwards, it acts. So downward acceleration a is equal to minus g meter second power minus 2. And now the next part is that s is the displacement. Displacement is downwards, so that is negative direction. So displacement is minus h. And the velocity, initial velocity with which he has thrown with the velocity v upwards, so it is positive v plus v. And now it took a time of ta, that is the path a it took, so this is the time ta. So substituting these things, we get that minus h is equal to u is vt, in fact that is ta, minus half g t square. A is equal to minus g, and then t is ta square. So this is my first equation. So I can rewrite this as H is equal to minus VTA minus half GTA square. This is my equation 1. And in the next instant, he has thrown down with the velocity V. So in the second instant, it is minus H is equal to, this time the velocity V is downwards. So I can write minus V into TB, that is the second instant, that is a B instant, minus half GTB square. So this is what in the second instant. So this, from this you can write H is equal to VTB plus half GTB square. This is what you have, right? Now the third instant is that he has dropped the ball like this. Since he dropped the ball, that's a free fall. Free fall situation is U is equal to 0. So that is again minus H is equal to U, this time is 0 in third instant, 0 minus half GTC square. So that is how you can write. So from this you can write that H is equal to half GTC square. So like this you can put like that. And now we have to make out somehow the relation between these two and somehow TA, TV, TC. So for that, what I do is I can equate these two, because these two are the heights. I can equate these relations together to find what is the relation between TA and TV, and then get into here. So somehow. So first we'll equate this. So we can write VTB plus half GTV square is equal to minus VTA minus half. So I can write this, this is minus plus, sorry. So it is plus half GTA square. So like this you can write. So let us send this quantity this side. So I can write V into TA plus TB. So I did a small mistake here, so which I corrected. So when I'm multiplying the negative sign, minus of minus is positive, which I forgot here. So I'm correcting it. So minus V into TA plus TB, that is equal to half G. You can write TA square minus TB square. Like this you can put. And now let us work out this. I hope you have written up to this. So I can write V into TA plus TB happens to be half G into TA square minus TB square. So you can write very well that it's half G into TA plus TB into TA minus TB. Like this you can write. So that is A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square, using that. So this one can be cancelled. So you can get V as half G into TA minus TB. This is the relation what we have. That is a velocity with which it is, whether it is projected up or it's projected down, you can get the velocity from here. You can get the velocity like this. And now using this condition, we have to solve the problem. And now we have any one of the equation, either one of the equations, we can put that H is equal to minus H is equal to any one of the equations we can take. So the down throw equation I will take in the TB condition, that so minus VTB minus half GTB square. This is the second condition I will take, and then substitute the velocity. You can substitute anywhere you like. So I will put H is equal to V into TB plus half GTB square. That's what I have. And then H is equal to, instead of V, I will put this. And then H, I have another equation, which is half GTC square. That is a free fall condition. So half GTC square is equal to this V, I will plug in over here. So which happens to be half G into TA minus TB multiplied by TB plus half G TB square. Right. So you have the so it's a simple multiplication afterwards. So you can take out half G can be cancelled from the things, and then you have to simply multiply. So it's TC square is equal to TA into TB is what you have here. TA into TB minus TB into TB is TB square, and then plus TB square. TB square is out, and then you have the TC square is equal to TA into TB. And the time it took to fall is in the C path is given by square root of TA into TB, sorry, TA into TB. So this is the condition. So the time it took for the free fall time is square root of the time thrown with the velocity, some velocity upwards with the same velocity downwards, the product, and then you have to take square root of it. So that is the question which I will show you now how this is being asked, and it's like this. The ball is thrown upward from the top of a tower with speed v reaches the ground in t1 second. If this ball is thrown downward from the top of the same tower with the speed v, it reaches ground in t2 second. In what time will the ball reach the ground if it is allowed to fall freely under the gravity from the top of the tower? So what they are given is like this. It took like this, it was projected with the velocity v and it reached the ground in a time of t1 seconds. The same ball is projected down and it took t2 seconds with the velocity v. And now for the free fall, what time it took? Let us say the time is t, that is given by square root of t1 into t2. So that is what we solved just now. So the equations, you can write this using the displacement function, which I told you, and then solving these things. So here the solution of solving is not shown, which I have shown you just now. So this is the way which I have shown you earlier. The workout one more time I will show you. So workout is here. I have shown you the workout. This is the workout, and you can very well pause the video and then check this, and then this kind of questions I want the students to give a try on their own and then get them solved on your own. Still you are having doubts, and then you can put up that doubts in the comment section, and then I'll respond to that definitely. And thank you all. Thanks for watching the video. And then I want please do subscribe and then make this channel a big hit. And thank you all. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you all.